And here's Max. Max, what are you talking about when it's your turn to talk?
I'm going to be talking about Turnabout Musical, my way too obscure interest.
Woo!
Hey all, my name is Maxwell Desivas, and I will be presenting on Turnabout Musical, or When Your Interests Are Too Obscure. Now, before we begin, I need to make one thing perfectly clear for everybody. This is a colossal waste of time.
This is not a colossal waste of time.
Now, in order to understand what in the world you just saw, and also to understand what exactly I'm talking about, we first need to understand Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney. It's a Nintendo DS game released in the West in 2005. You play as Phoenix Wright, a rookie defense attorney, together with your mentor and her sister, a spirit medium. You investigate crime scenes, defend defendants, and face off against ruthless prosecutors. And the order of gameplay goes like this. You start by investigating the crime scene, talking to witnesses, and you collect evidence. Then you enter the trial segments, where those witnesses will testify on the witness stand. You compare their testimony to the evidence that you've collected in the court record. And when you discover a contradiction, objection! Point out the contradiction, find the truth, discover who the true murderer was, and get your clients declared not guilty. Now this lends itself to both dramatic and comedic situations, and the first game has essentially 4 cases. The first one is called The First Turnabout. You defend your childhood friend, Larry Butts, who's accused of murdering his girlfriend, and there was an eyewitness who claimed to see him fleeing the scene of the crime. But of course, this eyewitness was the true murderer. As you can tell, Ace Attorney is really good. So obviously it got a lot of fans. And in 2007, an idea was pitched. What if a bunch of these fans got together to make an online animated and musical adaptation of the game? All 4 cases. What would that look like? This is the story of Turnabout Musical. A fan project that unexpectedly changed the lives of many, many people who were a part of it. Nowadays, if you want to make a fan project, it's really easy. Discord exists, which is useful for voice and text chat, and social media will help you find the sorts of people who are interested in the same things that you are. But back in 2007, things weren't quite so easy. You had things like TeamSpeak, AOL Instant Messaging, and whatever social media existed was rudimentary compared to what we have today. Forums were the place to go if you wanted to talk about something obscure. And in 2007, the courtrecords.net forums was the place to go for Ace Attorney discourse. This is where the Phoenix Wright musical project was first pitched on November 24th, 2007. It was 12 years ago. People loved the idea. Dozens and dozens of people flocked to this thread, and it grew. And within the span of a couple years, these dozens and dozens and dozens of people wrote 32 songs, a 4.5-hour-long animation script, and assembled an art team to animate this project. It got big. They moved to their own website and got a new title for their show, Turnabout Musical, which is a reference to the case names from the games. They even started up their own forum for fans who were getting interested in the Phoenix Wright musical project and who had discovered it. This is where I come in. I discovered Ace Attorney in 2010. And shortly after, I discovered Turnabout Musical through storyboards and demos and joke songs that they had all posted to YouTube. Like this one. It's a song that Phoenix's childhood friend Larry Butts sings, and it's called It's Gotta Be the Butts.
I was listening on my headphones, because radio's the friend that's always there. I like to jam out when I'm feeling alone, so I made a business shot to fill the air. That's how it all happened, and that's all I got to say.
HiBob7, which I've used ever since my first Club Penguin account. And I got to talk to these people, and I fell in love with them. They were so talented, they were really funny, and they were really self-aware of the fact that they were putting a lot of time and effort into something that to an outsider seemed really obscure and insignificant. Hence the project meme, this is a colossal waste of time. The next year they released a highlight CD, half of the entire soundtrack finished and mixed, and they released an animatic for the opening number of the piece called August Day, and you can see the sort of animation style that they were going for.
These glasses were a present from my boyfriend. He's the best.
Phoenix, right? You're late.
Right? It's funny. And it's perfect for a musical. But unfortunately, this would be the high point of the project development, because leaders of the project started leaving for one reason or another, and slowly but surely, progress grinded to a halt. For a while, it was just myself and another user, Queen Creeps, who is now a voice actress, were the only ones keeping the forums alive until, even then, the forums got shut down. But I continued to love Turnabout Musical. I would burn demos of the songs onto CDs and listen to them on my Walkman. I would tell people about the show and how much it meant to me, but it's really obscure. Like, if they don't know what Ace Attorney is, how in the world are you supposed to explain what this even is? But I didn't give up hope. I continued to do more musical theater, and when I entered high school, I decided I wanted to make my own audio drama version of the show with other people who were also interested in music and theater. So I worked on that for a few years. Until 2015, when out of nowhere they announced the Turnabout Musical original soundtrack was finished, and they released it in this big long live stream. They had messages from the original production team members, they shared joke songs and memories, and it was just like the old days. It was a great time. And at the end of it, there was a surprise. Two of the original project team members were going to make a live stage adaptation of Turnabout Musical and put it on the next year. And they even reached out to some actors to see if they could find people to do it. And I posted this comment: I wished I lived in North Carolina. This would be a dream come true. Because there was no way that a 16-year-old me was going to be able to fly out to North Carolina and be in this obscure internet musical with people I'd never met. Right? They reached out to me a few months later saying, hey, we still need people. Would you actually be interested in coming and doing the show? And I answered, would I? I was credited under my forum name, HiBob7. And I got to play Larry Butts. And I got to sing his song. I like to jam out when I feel. Oh my God. Oh, that's all I got to say. I'll recall it just like it was yesterday. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for letting me do that. I got to meet my heroes who I've been listening to for years. I got their signatures in my Ace Attorney art book. And I got to show them all how much this project had meant to me over the years. And I guess they all liked me too. The next year, I went back and I finished my high school production, but it wasn't as an audio drama. It was a full stage production with live pit orchestra music, transcribed by my very good friend Ryan. I also joined Notification Media, the production company that made the live stage version. And through people that I met through the project, I joined the online improv comedy troupe Real Time Fandom. Just last year, I joined Phoenix Wright Musical Productions as an administrator, and I now run their social media accounts. And earlier this year, I helped put together the Turnabout Musical production package, because a whole new generation of fans had discovered the show and wanted to do it for themselves. So I put together all the music and sheet music and scripts that I could find and put it out there in a big release so that they could make their own versions, which is the sort of thing I'd always wanted all these years. Where are they now? What is the impact that this show has had on the people who were a part of it? They've become webcomic writers and illustrators. They've created and translated video games. They've run gaming channels, podcasts. They've become professional voice actors. Justin Briner, the English voice of Deku from My Hero Academia, was a member of Phoenix Wright Musical Productions. And they even went on to make more musicals, like this fantastic Avatar: The Last Airbender fan musical. But not just professional development, there's a lot of personal development that came from the show as well. There are children that exist in the world today because people met through this project and fell in love. And as for myself, I'm continuing to work on new versions of Turnabout Musical, not just with members of the original team, but the new generation that I meet online through Discord. You know, my boy Joel, Joel Williams, once wrote in a parody song, along with another leader, Lucille Via, this lyric: "The Phoenix Wright Musical, it eats your life, devours your soul." I can tell you from experience, this is very true. But he also had some more profound things to say. He says, "For those of us who worked on it, Turnabout Musical is not just Phoenix Wright set to music. It's reading through 60 forum posts of friendly banter to find the recording of the song you heard the other day, only to be distracted joining the conversation about Futurama. It's about putting more time and effort into the art, character designs, and storyboards than some people put into their jobs. But more than anything, it's love. Love for the story of Ace Attorney, sure, but more than that. Love for art, love for storytelling, love for music, love for friendship, love for each other. Either that or a colossal waste of time. The jury is still out."